Thank you all for being here now. Thank you for coming to this part of the Divine Mother Church service, the sharing circle. And in the Daimy world, they say that integration is king, and that we come, we drink this medicine, and we have all the breakthroughs in the world and all the illuminations and all the revelations. But if there's no integration, what is it? Whacking off. Could be described as that. I just did describe it as that. And how important it is for for this declaration into the new. And so the first part of that is this sharing circle, and we get to share the potent nuggets, we call them. And that you see how many people are here, more will be coming. And if we get into every blow by blow excrement, we don't need to. We're glad it happened, but we're here to express or share what our nugget was that is compelling us into right action in our lives. So that's what we're asking, and also asking you all to join in this game that we play here, and it's called Lose the Light. And it is pretty, I want to say, no, it's just this word is just so in the language, in the vernacular, that people are completely unconscious that it's even there. And yet, what is it doing? Breaking up every sentence and disconnecting, and we're not being impeccable with our word, because we think and we speak and we believe and we act and we attitude. These are the 5 parts of the mind that we create with. But if I was like something, then I'm not thinking, I'm not speaking it, what am I doing? Disconnecting. I call it disempowered speech. And under the auspices of kind of like cool, I say not even. And that this was introduced into the vernacular, so as part of the dumbing down. And I listen to people now, and it's a little horrifying, because to me they sound retarded. Because I'm just listening to them, what's the word? Exact what they're saying, and it's just not making sense because of this word, and consider that it is part of the plan. So we are playing this game called Lose the Like, and consider that we can, I want to say, talk so much less and say so much more. If we take out like, we take out kind of, sort of. How's that for diluting statements? We say this whole thing and then kind of, sort of. And it is, I'm here to share this information because I know who we all are. I know that we are the magic makers, the spell casters, but not when we've got that like stuck in there. And it is unconscious. And so we're about the awakening. We're about the being conscious. And when I found out, I was just onto it, and we started this game called Lose the Like. And here's the symbol. So if you're speaking, and I get it, many of you are not aware. You say it and then say it in the next sentence. So it doesn't mean loser, it means lose the like. So if you're talking and I just go like that, it just means lose the like. I'm not making anyone bad or wrong. I'm just being a reflection of this habit, this insidious habit that is. And I see this cockistocracy standing back and going, wow, we took care of a whole generation. Look at these people. They're walking around completely in disempowered speech. So I'm for the awakening and empowered speech, because I know what we create when we're conscious. So I'm asking you all to join in the game. And then the other thing is speaking from the I, is here we are. This is all we can speak from. And this other thing that was introduced in the vernacular, and that is, and then you, and then you, and then you. When you're talking about something that you did, all of a sudden, one whips into you. And they're telling me, because I'm the one there, that I did this and I felt this, and at a certain point I'm doing this, because it just turns into black magic, because a lot of times they're speaking things I would never do and I would never think, and I'm going, and then you, stop! And so, yeah, so that's another one. And right down to is another one of these filler things. And really, you don't know. We don't know that they know, and it's slightly aggressive, honestly. And I remember learning, oh, yeah, speaking about from the I, isn't that egotistical? And I say, how egotistical is to be saying you, and telling someone else, that's there. And people say, oh, it's the general you. Well, if you're speaking to me and you're saying you, guess what? You're speaking of me rather than yourself. And so we ask people to speak from the I and lose the like, kind of, sort of, It's huge, but I know who we are and I know what our potential is and how we can manifest by really using our minds in a conscious manner and using our speech. So, okay, I apologize. I was going a little long on that, but thank you for joining in the game. And did I remember everything?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And did I even use, I don't think I used a like,
No,
did
she
I?
didn't.
No apology necessary.
What?
No apology necessary.
Okay, so succinct is the key, because, and there's going to be one or two of these sharings that are long, and we are completely enraptured, and just know that it doesn't set a precedent. Oh, well, they shared for 10 minutes, so I can, and then all of a sudden we're getting the blow by blow, and the nugget is somehow under the pile of blow by blows. So, having said all that, I'm going to pass the rattle to Dennis Marini.
And now what?
And now you share your